Real short video. Um, Dang on, my nerves are shot, which is the reason, like in my last video, I was like, I feel like it's something demonic and evil. Dang on, I'm sitting here and now I'm nailing up lights outside. That way, because she's only got this one light and it's real bright, and I would like to, during the summertime while I'm here, come and sit out here sometimes and not have a bright massively bright light. She finally left me alone long enough for me to finish fixing the thing outside, but I'm trying to hang these lights in here, and so I'm standing up on furniture, my outdoor furniture, my chair that I'm sitting in right now, and dang on, I'm sitting out here, and I'm not sitting out here, but I'm standing out here. She came out, she talked to me for a minute. Okay, that's fine. Then she went in and she told me she was going to go in and she wasn't going to do this and all that and everything's fine, and all that. Like, she's like, well, I'm going to go on in. Okay, so she goes on in. So I move on with my life, for that moment in time. So, okay, what was I doing? What was I in the middle of doing? Oh, yeah, I was hanging up lights. Okay, let me climb up here to get this one nail put in. And here she come again. And startled me again, and is like, hey, do you know how to do this? And I climbed down, and I'm like, are you trying to kill me? I said to her. She ignored me. She wants to act like she can't hear. I said it to her again. Are you trying to kill me? Nothing again. I said, do you hear me? I said, are you trying to kill me? And she goes, well, yeah. And then she's like, no. And then she's like, show me how to work this strainer. Because that's what she came out for, or a steamer, not a strainer, but a steamer. She's like, show me how to work this steamer. And then she's like, oh, I ain't going to use it after I show her, After I figure it out. I had to figure it out too. But anyways. So then I'm like, you know what? Let me go ahead and hang up these lights. Well, there's these two hooks that are out here. And I've always liked nature. And I like squirrels and hummingbirds and, and all that. And the feeders that you hang out and everything. There's these two nice hooks. I tried to put them up when I was living here before. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Her and everything, No, 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 no. And then even at that, you can put decorations. You can put potted plants. You can do all kinds of stuff, Like, take advantage of what the hell you do actually have, And so anyways, I go to hang those out, and I've got to climb up to else the fifth or the very top step of the ladder, and I get to the fourth, and I'm like, come on, please let me be able to reach it from here. And I'm literally like 6 inches away from what the fuck I'm needing to reach to nail this, And before that, I was going to nail it to a tree that's out here, but the tree, like, it's unlevel. The ground is completely unlevel because of the roots and everything. So the ladder was like completely leaning. I'm like, no way in hell am I even taking the first step on that, much less the second. Could probably make it to the third. Once I get to the fourth, I'm going to be wobbling pretty fucking good, and there's nothing out here to like build up that side. Because I looked, I was like, is there any cinder blocks? Is there anything? There's not enough of anything out here to put up under it to support it, So then I was like, ooh, that'll be a good place to hang it. I thought of another place, but it's high up, it has to be high up, not so high up that it's hard for me to change, but that way the feeder can hang low enough, but not so low that my dogs, like, for instance, would go out there and chase a hummingbird, But anyway, so I was trying to do that, and because of her saying that, and that setting in my mind, her being like, well, yeah, and then being like, nah. And she didn't even smile when she said it, She's just being mean, and everything. I literally want to cry right about now. Like, that's how upset and nervous and how much it has unnerved me, and my nerves are shot and all kinds of shit. It makes me sick to my stomach. I honestly want to kind of vomit, but I want to cry, because it's like, really? And it's like, how rude, and you told me, to do this, and you've told me that you're leaving, and you've told me that you're going, and you've told me this 1,000 times, and you tell me this, and it's like living with my landlord again, it's like, you tell me, my landlord told me, yeah, you can fence in the yard, and every time I had the money, it's like, okay, let me fence in the yard. It's like, no, 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 no. What is wrong with people? Like, I don't get that. Like, I do not fucking understand that. That's just like with my kid. My kid, when she was at home, when we was over at the apartment, I was like, fine, you don't like your room, get your ass in there and redo it your damn self. Boy, she got in there, she tore down everything in a mad haste, or whatever, because she was doing it for spitefulness, to be mean. I wasn't going to fence in a yard to be spiteful to my landlord. I'm not fixing up the back porch to be spiteful to my grandmother. I'm not doing it to be braggadocious and be like, look at me and look at what I can do and I'm so much better than you. Oh my God. I'm not doing it for that reason. I'm just doing it to do the goddamn shit, to get it done. It's something that needs to be done. At least in my opinion, and if they agree to it whenever I ask them about it, then they've agreed to it. And they need to take the fucking responsibility to the fact that they agreed to it. And if they can't take the responsibility to the fact that they agreed to it, then they shouldn't have fucking agreed to it. And they should have said no. But anyways, I'm so angry because I really, really want to get this done. I really, really wanted to finish this today, and that way I could focus on other things that need to be done, because my grandmother's still like, oh God, what are you going to do with all this stuff? Because there's literally, let's see, 1, 2, 3 boxes out on the back porch, and like a bag, and like a hamper, and a trash can. Hamper's got stuff in it, trash can got stuff in it, That's what's on the back porch. And then all of their junk, and what I mean by that is like stuff that my grandmother has out here that she don't even know why she has it out here or what she's doing with it or anything like that. And then stuff that my aunt supposedly left. And like I said, there's like literally 30 mason jars out here that she's just, I don't know. I don't know. And then it's like, even at that, there's a part of me that's like, you know what? Let's use them as decorations then. Let's find a shelf. Oh, there's a shelf out here. Oh, there's the top of the freezer. And put little decorative stuff in them and just set them aside with little decorations in them. But if I do that, then she's going to be like, what are you doing? And then she's going to be like, that's a waste. And then she's going to want to start canning. Then she's going to want to start to use the stuff. It's like one of those things where, it's not useful and it's not good and it's not appreciated until somebody else appreciates it. And then the person crosses their arms and is just like, I can't believe that you did that. And I need those and you need to give them back to me. Makes me angry or whatever. It just, it irritates me so bad. But anyways, it really has unnerved me. So now I can't do anything the rest of the fucking day. Because she scared me. Because, she literally said to me whenever I said, are you trying to kill me? And she didn't respond. She's just ignoring me. And I said, are you trying to kill me? And I said it jokingly, trying to lighten the mood. But and then I said it a third time. Are you trying to kill me? Do you hear me? Are you trying to kill me? And she's like, yeah. And then she's like, no. And her face didn't even change. No, other than it might have changed for a split second. But who wants to hear that? When you're climbing around, fixing a damn porch, you've been climbing on a ladder for the past hour, and now you're trying to climb and put some lights up somewhere, you're trying to better things. Who wants to hear that? Nobody. And that's what was it the other day? She said it to me 8 times. I've even put this in a video already or whatever. She said it to me 8 times. You're going to wind up being a diabetic because you eat so many sweets. I told her flat out. I said, you can call your niece and ask your niece, because she's in the medical field, sweets do not cause sugar diabetes. Eating sweet stuff does not cause sugar diabetes. If anything causes diabetes, eating a loaf and a half of friggin' bread probably every week, or 2 loaves, or even 3. Oh, that causes it. Natural sugars are worse on diabetes and, your insulin levels and all kinds of stuff like that versus sweet and sugar cane, and high fructose corn syrup, and what the fuck ever and everything. It's worse on you. Natural sugars that, come from grains and stuff like that are worse on you than, sugar, like sweet, like candy and stuff. But she said that to me, and finally I just popped off at her kind of the other day whenever she said, "Now, Heather, you're probably going to get mad at me, but let me tell you, I think you're going to end up being a diabetic. I really do, and you might get mad at me for saying it." And I just turned and looked at her, and I said, "Well, that's like me sitting here and saying you're going to die next week." And she kind of looked at me like she couldn't believe that I said that. And then I told Jennifer about it, and Jennifer said, "Well, you should have just turned around and said, well, you sitting there smoking cigarettes is going to cause cancer." And I've even said that to her when I lived with her before. I did. I've said that to her at least twice before when I lived with her before. Whenever she'd be like, "Now you going to be diabetic, or you going to end up having arthritis like your mama, or you going to be like this." And I've turned around and I'm like, "Well, you're going to end up having cancer because you smoke cigarettes." And she's like, "Well, maybe I am." And she'd get real mad, Dr. Phil, somebody send this to Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil, help. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, friggin' somebody help. I don't have money. I don't have anything that I can do for anybody. I want my own independence. I want my kid back. I gotta get a car. I gotta get back to work. And then Jennifer, she's like, "Oh, since she's gonna, like, be, I don't know, like, something dealing with work or whatever this summer because her kid and stuff," she's like, "We can start a cleaning business." And that's like what I said to Eddie, the guy that helped me out, because he's epileptic and he can't get out and everything. And I was like, if I get a vehicle and everything, we can get to where because we moved. I mean, we moved all my shit. It took us a lot of days, because getting it down here and all that and everything. But we could help, like, move people, whenever they need help, like they need help moving their stuff, loading their stuff on the truck and getting it off. We could do that, we could do cleaning, because we cleaned the apartment before we left. I mean, there's so much that, like, basic stuff that we could do. And Eddie, even though, he can't have, like, a driver's license, I'm pretty sure he could probably ride around on a riding lawnmower. So, hell, we could get a damn riding lawnmower and we could mow lawns. You get what I'm saying? Like, I could watch him to make sure nothing happens. And then if it does, all you gotta do is run up to him and make sure to kick his foot off the, pedal, I mean, not the shit. Well, it depends on how it's made, I guess. That's like Ava. Oh my God, I got my kid out here one time on the riding mower and she got to going too fast. It scared the shit out of her, and I run up to the side of her and I grabbed the wheel and I slid her foot off, and then I put the brake on and put it in park. It was hilarious. It was cute as hell. I was like, "Honey, I ain't gonna let you go." I was like, "I'm here. I got you." But it was cute. It was cute. God, I miss my kid. But anyways, what do you do with people like that? And the thing is, the reason that I do these videos and the reason that I'm putting this up here is because I know I'm not the only one battling with shit like this. I know I'm not. I live here. Everybody's battling shit like this. Daily. Daily. We need like 1 million Dr. Phils, and then even at that, like, Dr. Phil ain't the best all the time. I'm sorry. Nobody's perfect. So he ain't the best all the time. And sometimes, what is it? That black woman. Oh, what's her name? Anaya? No. Ivana? Fuck, I don't know. Something with an I. Anyways, off of Oprah and stuff. Like, and all these people that do all this counseling and therapy stuff and everything like that. Like, we need more of those. We need more light workers. We need more empaths. We need more earth angels. We need more people that are like me. But damn it, I can't fix my own fucking problems. But I'm good at giving advice on how to get people to fix their own. But Jesus Christ, when it comes to my family, they don't respect me. They don't listen to my advice. I mean, bar none, like, or what the fuck ever. Like, I'm nothing to them. I can be like, you need to talk about, you need to state your feelings. You need to not be so angry and mean and hateful and vengeful, But I'm going to end it here. Hope everybody's doing good. This will probably be my last video for the day unless something else upsets me between now and then. But I'm really upset because I was really wanting to get this shit out of the way. That way tomorrow I could just focus on getting these boxes off the porch. But now I'm gonna be in a bad mood, and so I won't even give a shit to do anything for a minute. For a day or two probably. I won't care. Where before I was like, let's get it done. And now I'm just like, who gives a shit? Thanks. It's like, thanks for rudeness. Thanks for hatefulness, because you felt that it was needed. God, people are so discouraging and mean. I'm ready. I'm ready for the end of the world to come so bad. Because this is such bullshit. It should not be this bad. It should not be this bad. But it's only going to get worse, is the thing. It may not real quick, but it's only going to get worse. My family sits here and they think that I'm a bad seed because I do shit like this. Because I put up videos like this. Like, they know, but they act like they don't or whatever and shit. It's whatever. But they act like I'm a bad seed for doing this and everything. And it's like, it's only going to get worse, It's, and this is me trying to help people. I'm trying to do good. If I'm doing bad, I'm sorry, and I'm trying not to, But I'm not sitting here strung out on drugs, I'm not sitting here fucking every guy that comes along. I haven't had sex in 6 goddamn years, believe me. I fucking know what the hell I've done, And it's like, I just want to raise my kid. And the fucking, court system got involved because my parents pulled them in to cover their asses for the shit that they do. I mean, I'm literally stuck in hillbilly hell, And people that got it in cities, like, it makes me want to go live in like in fucking New York or San Francisco or something. Because at least the violence there, the meanness there, I feel like more about it. There's no hiding it. It's like, oh, don't go down that alley. Oh, don't go here because there's violent people here. There's bad people here. There's bad people, and there's bad people everywhere that you go. But in the country, or the county and everything, it's like this little sleek shit, and everybody just tries to hide it and act like they ain't got nothing mean that they ever do. They ain't never vengeful. They ain't never hateful. They're, thank you, ma'am, and they're little, bells at the ball and, little polite angels and all kinds of shit. And man, it's just fucked up. This is where psychopaths are born, basically. In the county is where psychopaths are born. I don't think... They need to do a study. They probably don't have. I need to look that up. How many psychopaths are born in county versus city? What environment did they grow up? And even if they moved back and forth, what did they spend the majority of their childhood being raised in? A city? In city limits. I mean, everybody's in a city, but still, like in city limits or in the county limits on the outskirts, And it's like all the fucking horror movies, they show these little... broken down, towns, roads that go on for miles and miles, and you don't hear anybody or see anybody, and shit like that. Man, that's just fucked up. That's just fucked up. I'm gonna end it here. Hope everybody's doing good, Maybe I can get out of this funk that she put me into by saying that. Maybe I can get over it. Maybe I won't say anything mean, hateful, and I'll just go move this damn sandbox so it doesn't put a patch of grass. Because, her grass looks marvelous. It's the prettiest grass I've ever seen. Even though that's sarcasm on my part. I don't understand. If something's going to set somewhere permanently, if you plan on it setting there permanently, or you plan on it setting there for 6 months to a year, why are you worried about the grass? I don't get that. I do not understand that. And then everybody's like, because grass is so hard to grow back. Go buy grass seed. It's not that expensive. Last I checked, buying some grass seed ain't $100. It's not that expensive. If you're really that fucking worried about it. And concluding the rest of her yard looks the way that it does, and then, there's a million excuses for why the rest of the yard looks the way that it does. And like I said, it's Brady Bunch syndrome. I've come up with a whole entire new thing, or whatever, myself and everything. I don't think I've ever heard of it, and that's what I'm going to call it, damn it, and it's the Brady Bunch syndrome. Gotta make everything look perfect on the outside. Pretty, Pretty, but all dysfunctional, hid back behind, making no sense whatsoever. But like I said, I'm going to end it here. I hope everybody's doing good. Keep putting your best foot forward, and I'll catch you later. Bye.